Come find him.
Thank you. Don't forget to subscribe.
Don't forget to... Yes! Hello friends! We are back with part 2 of our first time in Ireland. Here we spent 4 days in Killarney, which is a nature lover's dream. We can't wait to show you the Ring of Kerry. We post a video every 3 to 4 weeks, and our goal is to help you decide whether or not a trip is right for you, so don't forget to subscribe and like this video. First thing to get out of the way, our hard drive got corrupt and we lost a lot of footage, but we spent a week getting as much of it back as possible. Luckily, we already finished part 1 of the video, which was 3 days in Dublin before the crash, and you can check it out on the top of the screen and in the description below. But literally like 30% of the footage in this video is me screen recording corrupted files because they wouldn't copy over to our new hard drive.
It's about a 3 to 4 hour drive to Killarney. We knew we were gonna have to stop at some point, and I had sent Manly this TikTok before we even had this trip planned of this amazing gas station in the middle of Ireland, and we had to stop. It's about 90 minutes outside of Dublin, and they have a ton of different food options there. There's lots of history about US presidents too, so it's kind of cool.
We grabbed a cup of coffee and then we hit the remaining 2 hours to Killarney. The drive is really beautiful and we passed a lot of cool looking restaurants in the small towns. If you have time, you should check them out. Okay, so we've just pulled up to Muckross Park Hotel and Spa. This is where we are going to be staying the next few days in Killarney. We're gonna check in, we'll show you the room, we'll get some videos of like the grounds and just show you what they all have here. RIP again to the lost footage. We don't have any of the lobby video anymore, but the room is way more spacious than the Mont, but we're not in the middle of the city. There's a TV that we didn't use, but it's there. There's plenty of bathroom space and they even had a heated towel rack. There's also a shower, and there's also a tub if you want to just relax in there. Once again, not in the middle of the city, so tons of closet space. There's also the in-room coffee maker for when you need that emergency caffeine.
They also have a complimentary spa, so we'll be showing you that later in the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It super helps us out, and we really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Make sure you have some coins on you. Most of these little kiosk things take coins and not like paper bills. And in case the card reader isn't working, you want to make sure you have a backup option so you can park easily.
I did my normal awkward thing where I say, hey, I need some help. Just tell me what I can eat and that's what I'll get. And when I said I'm allergic to gluten and dairy, I was like, oh yeah, this. So many things I could eat. So if you have the allergies like I do and you're just trying to avoid gluten and dairy, definitely come check this place out. We'll let you know how the meal tasted, but I think that it's looking pretty promising. If I had to take a guesstimate, I would say they were able to accommodate 70% of the menu to my allergies, and the food still tasted so delicious. This is probably one of my favorite meals the entire trip. Common theme, try to make a reservation. When we got there was only outside seating available, and even that was rolling the dice. It's good.
Yay!
It's like very flaky. It's like soft flaky, not crunchy. I'm not gonna scratch the roof of my mouth. It's good. It's really good. And I'm dipping my fries in this. My chips, sorry. After dinner, we walked around for a little bit, but we called it early because Tuesday is about to be packed. We are doing the Ring of Kerry. And that's probably why you clicked on this video.
With the rate we booked at the Muckross, breakfast was included. We definitely recommend you fuel up before you start that drive because it is a long one. They do ask that you make a reservation for breakfast. You can do that by calling them or going online. Each morning we had breakfast. They brought out that cute little 3-tiered tray, which was basically the continental breakfast, and then we could also order an entree.
If you put Ring of Kerry on your itinerary, do not expect to do this in half a day. We drove for 9 or 10 hours and we still had to skip a few of the stops we had listed. This is a whole day affair. The first casualty of mistakes was here. We tried to pack too much in and we said we would come back and do this hike since it was only about 10 minutes from the hotel. We did, however, stay for 20-ish minutes and enjoy the waterfall and take some photos. Oh, kind of like this one. We've only made 2 stops in the last couple of hours. We stopped at Torque Waterfall and took a lot of really cool pictures. We didn't spend a ton of time there. And then we made our way to Ladies View. We spent a little bit more time there, got some drone shots. The nice thing about this drive is that even though the roads are really narrow and it's kind of a long drive, you take it slow because there's so much amazing nature to take in. Wow, that person was like all about my business. The roads are pretty narrow. Some of the advice that I got from my friends was to drive this clockwise because the tour buses, they're required to drive counterclockwise. We think that it's because you can only have one bus at a time. They can't cross by. So you can see the roads are really narrow. But we have a few more stops. We're going to go to Senham and then Derrynane Beach or Derrynane Beach. And then we'll stop at Waterview Beach for lunch. And then we'll see how we're feeling if we want to make a few more stops. But give yourself the whole day to do this. This is amazing. Take your time. At one point, Ashley stopped me and said, hey, like, put your stuff down and just stand here for 10 seconds and, like, take in nature. And so we're going to try to do that at every stop and just pay attention to the drive as well. So we'll see you guys in a little bit. Another RIP to lost footage. We stopped in Sneem for a coffee and it was beautiful, super chill town. Then we continued towards Waterville Beach. I'm going to use some phone footage that Ashley thankfully caught to fill in the missing pieces.
We were visiting at the very end of September, which is basically the end of tourist season, so some of the restaurants had limited hours and not everything was open. I really liked my food. Manly's choices were a little more limited because of his allergies, so hit or miss here. After we finished eating, we hit the road to head to the Kerry Cliffs. And we also stopped on these beautiful scenic spots along the way.
The blog post that shows up in the first search results says that it's €4 for this, but it's actually €5 per person to get in. This is a pretty quick stop, and on a cloudy day, it's probably not as cool to see, but I still would recommend just getting a coffee, walking around here, and just enjoying and taking in the views. If you spend 20 to 30 minutes here, you're probably good. One of the interesting things I read, though, is you can camp here, so if you're doing like the extreme Ring of Kerry, then this might be a full-on stop for you. After another 1-hour drive, we hit our final spot, which was Rossby Beach. The road is super sketchy the way we came. I think it's because we came from the Kerry Cliffs. But yeah, be prepared for that. Unfortunately, you don't get to pick the weather, but if you're a nature lover, this is still going to be beautiful to you, whether it's a sunny or a cloudy day. Battery is back, we're full. Here we go, we're getting ready to do this.
It's a full battery.
It's a full battery.
Let's go.
Too cold. That's enough. She's going again. I guess I gotta go again.
After one more hour of driving, we had completed the Ring of Kerry. It was a pretty exhausting day of driving, so we decided to just have a relaxing dinner at the hotel instead of going into town.
Yo, Monk's Lounge has the best vibe. It's super chill and it's easily our favorite restaurant in the hotel.
The Monk's Lounge, which is where we are right now, was established in 1795.
Basically, this is passion fruit martini. Is a cocktail was recreated in London by a famous bartender. In the beginning, yes, he had in the porno star martini. It was more sweet, more vanilla, it's more strong. People starting to reinventing too much the cocktail, so we reinvented again with some passion fruit and just vanilla essence. It's more balanced. It's sweet, but it's very easy to drink and refreshing. And here we have the passion fruit martini.
Thank you. Monk Rose. I got the
Monk's Rose.
Monk's Rose. And the name of the restaurant is The Monk, so we gotta get the Monk's Rose. Sniff the mint. Delish. I'll probably be getting a second one. We loved the appetizers and drinks. We got the shrimp appetizer, super delicious, and Vigor took really great care of us. He asked me which spirits I liked, which ones I don't like, and was like, yo, I'm just gonna make you a drink based off your personality. That's delicious.
And I
Yes, you are amazing. Come find him.
Thank you.
Find him anywhere he goes.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Don't forget to yes, don't forget to
Thank you.
subscribe. We're opening the video with that.
Yeah.
So I got the steak, the ribeye, gluten-free, dairy-free, and they brought a sauce that I can have too. We're gonna go enjoy the rest of this. How did you find dinner?
Amazing.
It was amazing. We have our new friend, Vigor. We're gonna go leave him a review on TripAdvisor. But you have to go see him if you ever come here. He's amazing. Now we're just gonna head back to the room and watch HBO Max. Yeah. And tomorrow we'll be having a relaxing day that we'll take y'all on. All right. Peace. Morning routine. Another RIP to lost footage, but luckily there wasn't really anything special about this breakfast. We made our reservation online, we walked down, we had our food, and then we got ready for a 2-hour bike ride that we booked with the concierge, but fueling up is key, remember. Okay, so you're gonna have to use your imagination here with me because literally every piece of footage from this part is gone except for this drone. Envision we booked our bikes at the hotel and they had them waiting for us. Then we rode into Killarney National Park and stopped by the Abbey. After that, we went to the Muckross house and took a walk around the grounds. We took a few photos. I'll even show you. And then after a few hours, we headed back for a 1 p.m. tea booking that Ashley made. I also learned my lesson. Back up twice before I start editing. This is the part of the trip that I've had zero involvement in, so I just showed up to this. I had no idea. And I was looking at the menu. Ashley was showing me what I could have. And I was like, oh yeah, one of these things, one of these things. And then she's like, no, you get the whole thing. And I'm super excited. I'm looking forward to this. This is going to be great.
Because this was Manly's first time having tea, we went all out and got the champagne tasting too. He definitely learned that having tea is not just drinking cups of tea.
This is the fine art of blending with fruity, vanilla, and toasty aromas.
That's good.
That's good. Ashley got the regular tea order. I got the vegan and gluten-free one because of the allergies. I probably could have had them mix and match to get the actual meat, but I wanted to see what made it a little bit different. Yo, this scone is so fire. I only had one bite of this and it was so good. Oh my gosh. Once we finish tea, we hit the on-site spa. They do ask that you make reservations to use it, but it is available to anyone who's staying there. I think the blocks were for like an hour, but they said to just enjoy it however long it took us. And this was Ashley's idea to stay an extra day and do this. I totally underestimated how exhausted we would be, so it was a perfect day.
There's so many things you can do in here. They have different types of saunas, jacuzzis, cold pool, even an outdoor hot tub.
If you want to do everything, you should go twice, or if they're being lax with the rules, you can go for 2 hours to relax. Our favorite thing was these heated chairs though. After the spa, we went and got an espresso martini downstairs at the bar. We came back upstairs and started watching a TV show that we've been getting into, and we realized we were just a little bit late for our reservation, so we're hurrying up down to the U Tree to get in and get some dinner.
They started off dinner with a little amuse-bouche, compliments of the chef. I hope I said that right. It was kind of like a sushi taco, and they made Manly's gluten-free. We loved our drinks from the previous nights at Monk's Lounge, so we ordered those again.
A lot of places right now are just understaffed, and so our waiter was split between a lot of people. I felt bad, so I just ate my steak with whatever knife was already out. So here's how I know when Ashley really likes something. She'll eat it and she'll go, Her eyes get really big. She looks around. She's just like, like that's how she looks at it. That's good.
Yay!
We just chilled and finished the night here because we had an early drive planned for the next stop, which is part 3 of our first time in Ireland, Galway. We're going to spend a couple of days there checking out the Latin Quarter, and then we're going to take a day trip to Inishmore and ride bikes and check out this old-time fort. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video. We post every 3 to 4 weeks, and remember, we take the trip so you can decide whether or not you want to.